Hey guys, Ashley Tison, your OZ Sherpa here, and we are in some of the most beautiful country that exists. We had the fortunate opportunity to be guests of Justin and Jake Roach and to hear about their Opportunity Zone story. And so it's amazing that, that we're out here in this beautiful country where we're surrounded by some of the biggest deer that I've ever seen. We saw 5 this morning that were just like jaw-dropping for me. Unfortunately, none of them got close enough, but we're still gonna potentially try to get out there this afternoon. But wanted to kind of hear you guys' story about where you came from, how'd you get out here, how'd you guys, figure out that this is something that you wanted to do, and tell us about QuietCatE and Opportunity Zones.
Well, I'm Jake, by the way. This is my brother, Justin. In 2000, we bought our first farm out here in Illinois, and it was really just a passion. We were from the Northeast, the other end, New England there, and we had 11 pointers. We wanted 11 pointers.
Yep.
That brought us out to Illinois just to hunt and kind of a passion thing, and we had bought our first farm, and in that time, we started this company here, QuietCatE, and really we started it because we were looking for a better way to access the property that we were on. A quieter, a more efficient, and mobile transportation to being efficient in the deer woods. And that turned into just general access and outdoor access and making the e-bikes. And we ended up selling QuietCatE to an awesome company that we still work for.
Nice.
Vista Outdoor. And obviously, when you start a company from scratch and you started it with your own money and stuff, you have a lot of capital gains. You don't have a lot of base.
I was just going to say zero basis,
right,
but that's the best kind, right?
Yep. Yeah. So a lot of capital gains. So when we learned about the exit, we started researching like what opportunities. I was hearing about it, right?
Because you're like, hey, I know that this is coming, and I know there's going to be a gnarly tax bill, and you're like, hey, how can we do anything to potentially, soften that blow?
We've always been a believer in really doing something that you're passionate about, because of that you can do it really well.
Yeah.
So what we're passionate about was sports and athletics, and these were bikes, like mountain biking. But also really passionate about hunting.
Yeah.
So, fast forward to the Opportunity Zone and creating a business wrapped around hunting is what we're sitting here in Illinois, and you can see behind us.
Yeah.
I mean, this is new.
Yeah.
This is our lodge.
Under construction, as we speak.
How big is that lodge?
It's roughly 7,000 feet, including the equipment room and then the lodging for the members. So we're building a member structured club here. On a whole bunch of land in this area, in this zone, this Opportunity Zone. We got about 1,200 acres that we've kind of designed and developed around there, and we've done a huge amount of improvements. I mean, this one behind us looks like it's an improvement, but the land that we've improved is pretty impressive as well. All kinds of clearing for food plots and trails.
We were hunting over some of that today, and I tell you what, guys, that stand was like a condominium. We had 3 of us in there, no problem. I'm 6'8", and I was still comfortable in there. So yeah, you guys have done some unbelievable work out here.
Yeah, all kinds. Yeah, we have the blinds. That one you saw sits on top of an old grain wagon.
Sure.
And we built the stanchion on that, but then we have things even set up for saddle hunts or set up with hang-ons that you climb up like the old school ladder stand. So, I mean, the members will be able to choose their poison.
Sure.
If you want to be mobile, take the bike, and go to a spot that's not even designated, they can do that with a saddle hunt experience, or go into a tower blind that's already sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, we think that there's a demographic of hunters, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for something that's not a guided hunt, something where they come back every year and it's the same spot, right? The same area. They know the stands, they know the plots, they know the people, etc. But they're coming into a really high-end environment, and so that's what this is going to be all about. Now, from the business perspective, right, and how the business works.
Yep.
Not only did we acquire all this land through our capital gain structure that we did through the opportunity and using your firm to kind of guide and put that whole setup together, we also have this operating business that's running it, right? That's the membership, right?
That's exactly
We've got
right.
employees that are that are running in terms of guiding, food prep, just constant work around that.
Sure.
Meanwhile,
so you're actually making a difference here in the zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thinking of improvements, we just bought a high flow skid steer.
Yeah.
With a brush cutter.
Yeah.
And we are carving habitat.
Nice.
Right? So these things takes an old brush patch and disintegrates it.
Yep.
And we can make trails or food plots or just like edge. What we've learned is that the whitetail really loves an edge.
Yeah.
You know, so we can create edge, we can create funnels and food plots and trails. Just on this farm alone that Justin mentioned, of the greater 1,200 acres, I bet we have 150 miles of paths that are for access and QuietCates and for whatever. I mean, you can.
Sure.
Members will be able to use it year round.
Sure.
But a lot of access trails and a lot of the fun is actually past the hunt. It's setting up the cameras. It's thinking about it. It's scouting. It might be coming out and turkey hunting. There's a ton of turkeys here also.
It's passing up that deer that you let go because he's a beautiful up and comer, and knowing that he's there next year.
Yep.
Right. So that's it.
I tell you what, the deer that you passed today were amazing.
That was a good deer. Yeah. Now, the only reason why he got the pass was I shot a bigger one a couple days ago.
Yep.
And part of the, you gotta have rules, right?
That's right.
And part of the rules that we have is the first deer can only be a certain size, meaning it's gotta be over 140 inches.
Yep.
The second one that you shoot has to be bigger.
So, but that's just it, and that's the reason why there's 5 of those bad boys running around out there.
Shoot them out when they're little, they're not gonna be big.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
All right, so that, I mean, what a story, guys, that, that you took something, well, and I think that this is the key, right, is that you've had this passion, and you've taken this passion, and at first you put it into an operating business that created jobs, that, that created wealth, obviously, for you guys and your family, but also for the people that work for you, and now you were able to effectively, take that to the next transition and then be able to refocus that through opportunity zones. So number 1, defer the taxes. Number 2, get a reduction of them when you got to go to pay them. And then number 3, be able to invest into something that's like this, that's going to significantly increase in value. You can hold it all the way till 2047. And then when it comes to 2047, you can either exit it or you can, transfer it to, basically a related party type deal, get that step up in basis to fair market value, and really be able to create that tax-free generational wealth. And so it's awesome that you guys are now doing that and allowing other folks like me and, potentially others and, others that are going to be in this membership play to be able to come out here and to participate in that as well. What are you guys most excited about with the next couple of years here and within what's going on here, and then also just kind of generally within your business plan as a whole?
Well, let me comment on that a little bit. So this concept that we have is starting to really take form, right?
Yeah.
We think through the research that we've done that it's scalable.
Yeah.
Right, and so I think there's going to be an opportunity down the road.
Yep.
To find other people who have gains.
Sure.
To join some type of a fund of sorts that might happen. Like in this recreation.
I wonder if there's somebody else out here.
That's real though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're building a business around it, right? The business is generating revenue, and you're stepping down in your basis.
Sure.
You're stepping up in your basis, and you're creating appreciation.
That's right.
And tax-free appreciation.
Sure.
So that strategy it doesn't always have to work just for an apartment complex.
That's right.
It can work for an outdoor recreation environment.
Well, and then as well is that you get to come and you get to enjoy it. You get to come out here, you get to bring your sons, your grandsons, your granddaughters and daughters as well, and really be able to engage with the stuff that's building your wealth. And I think that that's what's really cool.
When I first heard about opportunity zones and what kind of rang the bell is there's a group in Colorado that was purchasing campgrounds or building campgrounds and hot springs.
Yep.
And bringing them into an opportunity zone type structure.
Yep.
I was like, that's not much different than what we could do with like hunting and wrapping it around.
I love it, and I love the fact of what you guys are doing, and I love how you've taken, you know, your original idea, your original passion, parlayed that into capital gains, now parlayed that into something that you could come and enjoy, and now talking about being able to allow other folks to do that. That's what we're all about at OZPros. You know, and we got plugged in with you guys kind of early in your journey on that to assist you guys with setting up your fund and walking alongside. And so it's going to be exciting to see what shakes out with this and how we can, you know, truly expand this and you know, and be able to scale it to your point. Any final thoughts that you guys got about opportunity zones?
No, it's been fun. It's been a lot of learning, and you know, one thing for sure about land like this, is that they don't make any more of it.
That's right.
What you can do is make it better.
Yep.
And that's what we're doing. We're just trying to make it better. I mean, a large farm or a ranch is kind of like a blank canvas.
Yep.
Right? And then you can just carve it how you like it and create what you want, and that's what we're doing.
Awesome.
So, no, thank you for being here.
Well, guys, thank you for the invite. Thank you for hosting us. We're excited to be able to get back out in the stand later on this afternoon, and hopefully we'll have some footage where we're coming back with that tag filled.
Well, there's nothing better than having the video with the truck going away with the buck in the back of the truck.
That's
right?
exactly right.
So that's what we're planning for.
Well, thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. And stay tuned, guys, because who knows? Once we get this thing together and once we put it together relative to the membership play and potentially even a fund, you too could come out here and be looking at some big old Illinois deer. This is OZ Sherpa, Ashley Tison with OZPros, out.